Here we go. We're back with another noontime special. Exciting times. We love coming here. We're starting off with a Prism T-Mall break. Then we're rolling into Don Russ Elite, some Diamond Kings baseball, which I'm a big personal fan of, and then we have a 2-box XR football, which I am stoked for. So we're going to be getting started here with this Prism T-Mall, but first we have to auction off one of the teams that are available. So right now we do have one team available that hasn't been paid for yet, and that is the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets are still awaiting payment, so we're going to get that bidding started at $1, and we'll do increments of $1 as well. And I mean, you can grab some solid stuff. I mean, we pulled a well, that was select basketball, but there's always some great Nikola Jokic, Mr. MVP himself, that you can grab out of there. So let's start the bidding at $1 for the Nuggets. $5 from Cynthia. Cynthia, great to see you today. $5 from Cynthia. And we're going to get the countdown started so we can get on with the show. We will put 30 seconds on the clock. Anytime there's a bid, it will re-trigger an automatic 15 seconds at the end of the countdown. And once we go through a full 15 seconds without a bid, that'll be the winning bid. So there we go, 30 seconds on the clock. Alrighty, the countdown is complete. Cynthia, you know what to do. The link to complete the payment is in the chat. And while we wait to receive that payment, and mainly because I'm excited because of what's coming up next, we will start our first keyword giveaway. But first, we're adding some new things to our keyword bucket. First, this entire box of 2021 hockey Series 2. I think there's 24 packs in here. Look at all those right into the stock pot. And then soccer. Dropping 3 soccer mini boxes in here. And because it'll be a little too obvious, I think, if I just have the mini boxes to grab those, I'll open these and drop. There's a little this one right inside in there, so that I don't realize I'm just grabbing a big soccer mini box. Also, folks, we got UFC is in the house. UFC's in the house. And we've got 2 breaks going for that. UFC Select Hybrid H2. We've got a pack random, and then a division. Oh, well, I say division random, but basically weight class random there. Alrighty. And I think we can get these teams loaded, John. But first, I'll take care of that, John. If you want to put in the chat, the keyword is boy. One minute to guess the show based on that keyword. Alrighty. Time is up. Time is up right there. So we will do the randomization of boy after this. But first, here we go. This is break 1156. 1156. The 2020-21 NBA Prism T-Mall break right here. 12 packs per box. 5 cards per pack. Oh, good thing double checked in there.
One tried to slip by.
One tried to slip by. Some of these packaging just like really mind-boggling on how they decided it. But you know what? I'm sure there's people smarter than me that are working on the packaging science. Danilo Gallinari of the Oklahoma City Thunder, followed by Kevin Huerter of the Atlanta Hawks. Then we got Thaddeus Young of the Chicago Bulls, followed by an Asia exclusive Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns, and that's going to go to Allen, followed up by Colin Sexton of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Next up, Kobe White of the Chicago Bulls, Danny Green of the Lakers, another Asia exclusive. This one, Domantas Sabonis of the Indiana Pacers headed to Gerald. Then we have Kawhi Leonard of the Clippers and a Udoka Azubuike RC of the Utah Jazz going to Stockton. Stockton, welcome to BreakTraders. Always great to see new people. If you're new at BreakTraders, you can use promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first break with us. Promo code NEWBT gets you 20% off your first break with BreakTraders. Devontae Graham of the Hornets, Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat, and then we have the Asia exclusive Elijah Hughes, Utah Jazz RC, also going to Stockton. Right there, the double Stockton RCs off the get-go. Kendrick Nunn of the Miami Heat, and then a Killian Hayes RC of the Detroit Pistons going to Art. Art, great to see you in the chat today. Montrezl Harrell of the Clippers, followed by Dirk Nowitzki of the Mavs. Then we have an Asia exclusive Emmanuel Mudiay of the Utah Jazz going to Stockton as well. Followed up by Bruce Brown of the Detroit Pistons and an Emmanuel Quickley RC of the New York Knicks going to Gerald. Tim Duncan of the Spurs, DeJounte Murray also of the Spurs, Pascal Siakam of the Toronto Raptors, an Asia exclusive Derek Favors of the New Orleans Pelicans to Joseph. Joseph, welcome to BreakTraders, and Langston Galloway of the Detroit Pistons. Langston Galloway of the Pistons right there. Here we go. We have Matthew Dellavedova of the Cavs, Jimmy Butler of the Heat, Seth Curry of the Dallas Mavericks, a Bismack Biyombo Asia exclusive of the Hornets going to Art, followed by Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons headed to Art as well. Love to see Isaiah Stewart cards because he's from right here in Rochester, New York. Rochester, New York. So I always love to get a nice pull there. And we are halfway through break 1156. Contavious Caldwell-Pope of the Lakers, Dennis Rodman of the Bulls, an Asia exclusive Brandon Clark of the Memphis Grizzlies going to Austin. Austin, welcome to BreakTraders. A CJ Ellaby of the Portland Trailblazers going to Allen, and then Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers. And while we've got all of you new additions to BreakTraders, check out our Instagram. We are running a giveaway. We're doing a card random spot giveaway. So we'll be doing a break on Friday night when Elements comes out, and every entry will have been free based on the giveaway on our Instagram. Victor Oladipo of the Pacers, Jamal Murray of the Nuggets, Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat, and then we have an Asia exclusive Nemanja Bjelica of the Sacramento Kings. Following that up, we have Desmond Bain of the Memphis Grizzlies, and that's going to be going to Austin. So all you have to do for for our Instagram is, or for our giveaways, go to our Instagram. We have a post on there. You follow us on Instagram, you like the post, and you tag 3 friends in the hobby, and you'll get entered in. And we'll be doing a live randomization Friday night, and then we'll do that live break for you right there. Allen Iverson of the 76ers, Jeff Teague of the Hawks, Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. We have a gold Eric Paschal of the Golden State Warriors heading to Lucas. Then we have Aaron Naismith of the Boston Celtics, and that is going to Brian. And here we go. We have got 3 packs left in this one. Seiko Demboya of the Detroit Pistons, Gary Harris of the Nuggets, Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat, an Asia exclusive Daniel House of the Houston Rockets, and that is going to be heading to Gerald, followed up by Skylar Mars of the Atlanta Hawks, going to Brian. And we got 2 packs left right here. We have Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors, Joe Harris of the Brooklyn Nets, Larry Nance Jr. of the Cleveland Cavaliers, a silver Eric Gordon of the Houston Rockets, and that's going to Gerald, followed up by Tyler Bay RC of the Dallas Mavericks, going to Michael. Alrighty, and now we are on to our last pack right here. Malik Monk of the Charlotte Hornets, followed by Bojan Bogdanovic of the Jazz, Al Horford of the 76ers, a silver Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers headed to Gerald, and then Enes Kanter of the Boston Celtics to wrap up that break. Alrighty, the break is over, but the rookie rundown is not. We have Tyler Bay of the Dallas Mavericks headed to Michael. Tyler Bay of the Dallas Mavericks headed to Michael. Skylar Mars of the Atlanta Hawks going to Brian. Brian, welcome to BreakTraders. Aaron Naismith of the Boston Celtics headed to Brian as well. Desmond Bane of the Memphis Grizzlies is going to be going to Austin. CJ Ellaby of the Portland Trailblazers heading to Allen. Isaiah Stewart of the Detroit Pistons going to Art, followed by Emmanuel Quickley of the New York Knicks, and that is going to be going to Gerald. Then we have Killian Hayes of the Detroit Pistons going to Art as well. An Asia exclusive Elijah Hughes of the Utah Jazz headed to Stockton. And then Udoka Azubuike of the Jazz headed to Stockton as well. And there we have it, folks. That is the end of break 1156. The end of break 1156, and we will be right back from BT Field. All right, we are right back from BT Field, and we first have to randomize for boy. Randomize for boy. Type boy in the chat for your chance to win. Boy, boy, boy. Alrighty. John, can we get a countdown on boy?
Sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Josh Franklin.
Josh Franklin, and let's see what we're going to have for Josh. And we have an Upper Deck hockey. Some Upper Deck hockey for Josh. Antoine Roussel, Johnny Gaudreau, a Series 2 checklist, Patrick Kane and Leon Dratso with the checklist on the back. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and award winners, Tampa Bay Lightning, followed by Troy Terry, Victor Mete, and Chris Driedger of the Panthers. There we go, a nice little hockey pack for you, Josh. Not sure if you're into hockey or not, but hey, free cards are free cards at the end of the day, right? All right, folks, we've got a couple minutes before we have to do our next break, so I just wanted to take a second to show you what I was talking about with that. I guess I will continue as myself here. So what I was talking to you about that search. So you go search BreakTraders, or that giveaway. So you search BreakTraders, you go to BreakTraders, then you would go right here to this post, and it's going to be break 1188, the 2021 Panini Elements Football Hobby 1-box card random. You scroll down here and you add a comment and you tag 3 of your friends that are in the hobby. Just like I'm doing right here. Of course, I'm going a little slow. And there you go. And that's how you get entered to win a spot. And we'll do a live randomization at 9:10 on Friday. And 9:10 on Friday right there. And you can get to that link via the link in the chat. Alrighty. Well, here we go. We're on to break 1157. But first we have to auction off the New England Patriots. Wow. That's a big boy team right there. Right off the bat, go get that Mac Jones auto. So we are going to start the bidding on the Patriots at $10. Bidding on the Patriots will begin at $10 and will be in increments of $5. Alrighty. $10 from Michael. 10 from Michael. 15 from Cynthia. 15 from Cynthia. Do we have 20? Harry is in at 15 too, but it's a tad late. Alrighty, we are going to start the countdown right now. And remember, folks, how this works is every time, so the first 30-second countdown, anytime there's a bid, as soon as there's a bid under 15 seconds, we will then restart a 15-second countdown. Well, we'll do a 15-second countdown at the end. And as soon as there's a 15 seconds where there's no bids, the previous high bid will win. 30 seconds on the clock. Chris in for 20, so we will restart that countdown with 15 seconds on the clock right now. Well, I guess I accidentally did 30 seconds. Still, same idea. Chris in with 20. $25 from Cynthia, and we will be restarting a 15-second countdown. Alrighty. Cynthia takes it, I believe. It seems frozen. 1 second. Cynthia takes it for $25. Cynthia, you know what to do. The link is in the chat. And while we wait to receive that payment, we'll do our next keyword giveaway. John, are you ready to rock and roll? Alrighty. And the keyword is beer. King of the Hill is correct. King of the Hill is correct. And Chris has it. Let's see what we've got for Chris. Oh boy, some soccer. Ashley Westwood of Burnley, followed by Patrick Van Al of Crystal Palace. Then we have Ben Johnson of West Ham United, Holly Sully March of, I'm not quite sure, Sam Johnstone right there, followed up by Nick Pope of Burnley, Bruno Fernandes of Manchester United with the Disco Spectra, Jared Bowen rated rookie right there, a blue Jeffrey Schulp of the Donruss Elite, of Crystal Palace. Then we have, or West Ham United, sorry. Then Tariq Mitchell of Crystal Palace. Then we have Ilian Meisler, a goalkeeper, followed by Adam Lallana of Certified. The historic ticket, David Beckham right there. Richarlison of Everton, and Raul Jimenez of the Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wow, that was as you can tell, not a soccer guy. Alrighty. Well, with that being said, we are going to be on to our next break. On to our next break right here. Here we go. This is break 1157, the 2021 Donruss Elite One Box Pick Your Team. Also, folks, there's a few unsolds left in the next break, and I believe that is still open and available for sale. If you use promo code 817E50, and you can go and get in on those unsold teams. There's 3 teams available in the next break. You can get 50% off those teams using that, which is probably going to be cheaper than you would get them for an auction. We have Tom Brady of the Patriots, Joe Mixon of the Bengals, a star status Tom Brady of the Buccaneers out of 349, going to John. John, welcome to BreakTraders. Followed up by Devontae Adams of the Packers and Sam Darnold of the Carolina Panthers. Looks like we have a thick one in here. Wonder if it's a filler or a legitimate thick. It's a legitimate thick. We have Derek Carr of the Raiders, a rookie elitist, Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers headed to Lucas, followed by Khalil Mack of the Bears and Joey Bosa of the Chargers. And let's see, what are we going to have here? It is going to be a 8 out of 15 throwback threads, Peyton Manning. 8 out of 15 throwback threads, Peyton Manning of the Indianapolis Colts, going to Michael. Cool card right there. Followed up by Justin Tucker of the Baltimore Ravens, Juju Smith-Schuster of the Steelers, Patrick Jones out of 91 of the Minnesota Vikings, and that is going to Phil. Followed up by Calvin Ridley of the Falcons and Dalvin Cook of the Minnesota Vikings. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys, followed by Dan Marino of the Miami Dolphins. We have a Jalen Ramsey die cut. Jalen Ramsey die cut right there. You know what that means? That gets magged of the Los Angeles Rams, and that is going to head to Ben. Not a bad hit right there if we're going to have a die cut that needs to be magged. And that is going to be 8 out of 24. Followed up by Derrick Henry of the Tennessee Titans and Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions. Alrighty, we have Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills, Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints, a Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys headed to Gabriel, followed by George Kittle of the 49ers and Joe Burrow of the Bengals. Brett Favre of the Green Bay Packers, Darius Leonard of the Colts, an Elite Deck Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Ben, followed up by Mike Gesicki of the Dolphins and Aaron Jones of the Packers. We have Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys, a star status Patrick Mahomes out of 75 of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is going to Ben. Followed up by Quinnen Williams of the New York Jets and Myles Garrett of the Browns. Alrighty, we have Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles, DJ Chark of the Jaguars, an extension of the Rams right there, Justin Herbert of the Chargers, and Matt Ryan of the Falcons. Rob Gronkowski of the Buccaneers, Drew Lock of the Broncos, Adolfo Owe of the Baltimore Ravens headed to Ben, followed up by Justin Jefferson of the Vikings and Tyler Heineke of the Washington Football Team. We got Tua of the Miami Dolphins, followed by a rookie on deck, Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jordan. Then we have Brandon Cooks of the Houston Texans and Nick Bosa of the 49ers. And then, I know you all saw it, but here it goes. The Pen Pals, Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers headed to Jake. Nice Pen Pals auto right there. Luke Kuechly of the Carolina Panthers, Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints, Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Scott, followed up by Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs and Joe Montana of the 49ers. Jerry Rice of the 49ers, Jonathan Taylor of the Colts, a 2001 throwback Trey Lance of the 49ers headed to Braden. Braden, welcome to BreakTraders. And again, all new BreakTraders customers can use promo code NEWBT for 20% off the first break they enter at BreakTraders.com. TJ Watt of the Steelers, Zeke Elliott of the Cowboys. We have a Chubba Hubbard, and that is out of 25 of the Carolina Panthers going to Lucas right there. followed up by Nick Chubb of the Browns and Brian Dawkins of the Eagles. Lamar Jackson of the Ravens, Aaron Donald of the Rams, Quinnen Williams of the New York Jets. Quinnen Williams of the New York Jets going to Michael. And then we have Julio Jones of the Atlanta Falcons and Travis Kelce of the Kansas City Chiefs. Devin White of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Followed up by a rookie elitist, Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jordan. Then we have Terry McLaurin of the Washington Football Team and J.J. Watt of the Arizona Cardinals. And then our auto is going to be a Las Vegas Raider, and that is Mr. Ray Guy. A little punter right there, and that is going to Matthew. Matthew in their first break with BreakTraders. And here we go, we got 5 packs left. John Elway of the Broncos, Stephon Gilmore of the Patriots, Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, 2001 Elite Throwback, followed by Stephon Diggs of the Bills and Michael Thomas of the Saints. Teddy Bridgewater of the Carolina Panthers, Henry Ruggs of the Raiders, an Elite Deck Khalil Mack of the Bears going to Jordan, followed by Frank Gifford of the Giants and Peyton Manning of the Colts. Terry Bradshaw of the Steelers, Mark Brunell of the Jaguars. We have Carlos Boogie Basham of the Buffalo Bills going to Laura. Then we have DK Metcalf of the Seahawks and Baker Mayfield of the Browns. 2 packs left in this break. Ben Roethlisberger of the Steelers, Daniel Jones of the New York Giants, Tyson Campbell of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jordan, and Miles Sanders of the Eagles and Trey White of the Bills. DeAndre Hopkins of the Cardinals, Matt Stafford of the Rams, an elite company, Devonta Smith with Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, and Henry Ruggs. So we will randomize that real shortly. Tyreek Hill of the Chiefs and Chase Young of the Washington Football Team. Alrighty, we have to randomize this one card right here. And that's going to be between the Eagles, the Falcons, the Cowboys, and the Raiders. We're going to randomize that 11 times. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. It is going to the Raiders. Here at BreakTraders, we randomize all those cards that have multiple players on them, because they're not really assigned to one player or another. Alrighty, let's run down our rookies. We have Tyson Campbell of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jordan. Carlos Boogie Basham of the Buffalo Bills headed to Laura. The rookie elitist Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Jordan. Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles headed to Scott. Odafe Owe of the Baltimore Ravens going to Ben. Followed by Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys. Micah Parsons of the Dallas Cowboys to Gabriel. Then we have Patrick Jones out of 91 of the Minnesota Vikings headed to Phil. And Terrace Marshall Jr. Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers going to Lucas. Alrighty, now look on to our featured cards. Scott, I'll send you a message offline. But here at BreakTraders, we've been we randomize those cards. That is the at least for this year. It's definitely something we're going to look at for next year. But currently we randomize. Alrighty, let's look at some of our elite decks. We have the elite deck Khalil Mack and the elite deck Patrick Mahomes, followed by a rookie on deck Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars to Jordan, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs to Ben, and Khalil Mack of the Bears to Jordan. Alrighty, now let's look at some of our other cards. We have the star status out of 75, Patrick Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is headed to Ben. Followed by Chuba Hubbard out of 25 in the 2001 Trey Lance throwback. Chuba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers to Lucas. Trey Lance of the 49ers going to Braden. And here we go. We have our memorabilia. First, we have two veterans. We have Peyton Manning, 8 out of 15 of the Indianapolis Colts going to Michael, and the Ray Guy auto of the Raiders going to Matthew. Then we have our rookie auto, the Najee Harris Pen Pals. Najee Harris Pen Pals of the Steelers going to Jake. And last but not least, the Jalen Ramsey die cut. Jalen Ramsey die cut. And that is of the Rams headed to Ben. And with that, that is the end of break 1157. The end of break 1157. We'll be right back from BT Park with some Diamond Kings baseball. Alrighty, here we go with some Diamond Kings baseball. We do have 3 teams to auction off that we did not receive the payment on. At least let me just double check, but we're usually very good about checking right up until. Alrighty, so we have 3 teams that we need to auction off. We're gonna do them as a 3-pack. It's going to be the St. Louis Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Texas Rangers. The bidding will start at $5 in increments of $1. Doesn't seem to be much interest. $5 for 3 teams. $5 for 3 teams. No, we'll give it 30 seconds, and if not, they become... Oh, Harry with 5. Harry with 5, and we'll start the countdown. Alrighty, Harry, you know what to do. The link is in the chat. All right, the link is in the chat. Yeah, nope, you're good. We'll get these teams loaded. Alrighty, here we go. This is break 1158. The Diamond Kings pick your team. Haven't opened a Diamond Kings in quite a while. Buster Posey of the San Francisco Giants, a Clark Schmidt RC of the New York Yankees headed to Jordan, Ted Williams of the Boston Red Sox, DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, Rin Sandberg of the Chicago Cubs. We have a filler, and underneath that filler is a Christian Pache Elegance of the Atlanta Braves going to Jordan. Then we have a Dalton Jeffries RC of the Oakland Athletics going to Harry, and Trevor Rogers of the Miami Marlins headed to Matthew. We have Mickey Cochran of the Philadelphia Phillies, Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox, the Keegan Aitken RC of the Baltimore Orioles going to Harry, followed by a Spencer Howard RC of the Philadelphia Phillies going to Tiger. Tiger, welcome to BreakTraders. Followed by an Artist Proofs out of 49, Ted Williams of the Boston Red Sox going to Pat. Pat, welcome to BreakTraders. Followed up by a Cal Ripken Jr., the club of the Baltimore Orioles going to Harry. Then we have Tris Speaker of the Cleveland Guardians and a Sixto Sanchez Diamond Kings debut of the Miami Marlins headed to Matthew. George Sisler of the Cardinals, Roberto Clemente of Pittsburgh, Andy Young RC of the Arizona Diamondbacks headed to Brooks, Chris Bryant of the Chicago Cubs, and Elegance Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres going to Jordan, followed by Brent Rooker of the Minnesota Twins and Zach McKistry of the Los Angeles Dodgers. RC right there, going to Steven. Joe Cronin of the Boston Red Sox, Luis Patino RC of the Tampa Bay Rays going to Harry, Lou Gehrig of the Yankees, followed by Bo Bichette of Toronto, and then we have our first portrait, and that's Luis Gonzalez of the Chicago White Sox headed to Brandon, followed up by a Legacy Lithographs, Joe Wood of the Red Sox, a Diamond Kings debut, Joey Bart of the San Francisco Giants, going to Matthew, followed by Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Atlanta Braves. Manny Machado of the Padres, Mickey Moyniak RC of the Philadelphia Phillies, Christy Mathewson, I believe this is of the New York Senators. We'll double check him before we sort that. Lucas Giolito of the White Sox, Tony Gwynn of the Padres. We have a filler, and underneath that filler is an artist palette. Juan Soto of the Washington Nationals going to JD. Followed by Jose Abreu of the White Sox and Alejandro Kirk of the Toronto Blue Jays Toronto Blue Jays going to Jordan. Juan Soto of the Nationals, Edward Olivares of the Kansas City Royals heading to Jordan. Harvey Kuhn of the Detroit Tigers. Jorge Mateo of the San Diego Padres RC going to Jordan. The Honus Wagner Gallery of Stars, followed by Devi Garcia, Diamond Kings debut of the New York Yankees to Jordan. The Ryan Weathers of the San Diego Padres RC going to Jordan as well. And then we have a memorabilia, and that is going to be a Dalton Jeffries 7 out of 25, the double patch of the Oakland Athletics going to Harry. Joe Jackson of the White Sox, followed by Casey Mize of the Detroit Tigers going to Matthew. Then we have Hae-Sung Kim of the San Diego Padres, and that is headed to Jordan. Adonis Medina of the Philadelphia Phillies going to Tiger. Carl Erskine of the Brooklyn Dodgers, followed by Shoeless Joe Jackson, the Art of Hitting of Chicago. Alex Baum of the Philadelphia Phillies RC going to Tiger. And a Diamond Kings debut, Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays headed to Jordan. Yu Darvish of the Padres, Vladimir Guerrero of Montreal, Pete Alonso of the Yankees, Christian Javier RC of the Houston Astros going to Jordan, followed by a Joey Bart, and this is the Plum Portraits, and that is going to Matthew with the Giants. Followed up by a Legacy Lithographs, Ricky Henderson of Oakland, Eddie Collins of the Phillies, and Roger Maris of the New York Yankees. And we got 4 packs left in this break. Eddie Stanky of the Dodgers, Cabrian Hayes RC of the Pittsburgh Pirates headed to JD. We have Freddie Freeman of the Atlanta Braves, Daniel Johnson of the Cleveland Guardians going to Brooks, followed by Who Lives, Who Dies, Who Tells Trevor's Story of the Rockies. We have a filler in there. And then it's Anthony Rendren, aficionado of the Los Angeles Angels headed to Tiger. A Diamond Kings debut, Ryan Castellani of the Colorado Rockies going to Jordan. And then a Daz Cameron RC of the Detroit Tigers, and that is going to Matthew. Estevan Florial of the New York Yankees and RC, and that is going to be going to Jordan. Walter Johnson of Washington, I believe that's the Washington Senators, so we'll make sure we get that going to the right team. Marcell Ozuna of Atlanta, the Frank Thomas of the Chicago White Sox, the Devi Garcia with the gray portrait of the Yankees, and that is going to be going to Jordan. Followed by a Gallery of Stars, Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels headed to Tiger. Then we have Dane Dunning RC of the Texas Rangers and Christian Pache RC of the Atlanta Braves. Here we go, 2 packs left in this break, including this one. Bryce Harper of the Phillies, Isaac Paredes of the Detroit Tigers going to Matthew. Charlie Keller of New York. Then we have Joe DiMaggio of the Yanks as well. And then here we go, an Albert Pujols. Never seen this type of card from Diamond Kings. And that is going to be going to the St. Louis Cardinals, which is Harry Hood. Followed by an Artist Palette, Casey Mize of the Detroit Tigers going to Matthew. A Diamond Kings debut, Bobby Dalbec of the Boston Red Sox and headed to Pat. Followed by Sandy Koufax of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to Steven. And we're on to the last pack here. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays. Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays headed to Jordan. Lou Brock of the Cardinals, Mike Trout of the Los Angeles Angels, Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds going to Tiger, Justin Verlander, the Club of Houston, and that is going to be going to Jordan. Followed up by Pee Wee Reese of the Brooklyn Dodgers, now the Los Angeles Dodgers, and Kyber Ruiz of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Diamond Kings debut. And then our last memorabilia is going to be Christian Pache out of 99 with the rookie patch auto of the Atlanta Braves, and that is going to Jordan. Alrighty, let's run these rookies down. Kyber Ruiz of the Dodgers, Jose Garcia of the Cincinnati Reds, Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays, a Bobby Dalbec Diamond Kings debut of the Red Sox, Isaac Paredes of the Detroit Tigers, Christian Pache of the Atlanta Braves, Dane Dunning of the Texas Rangers, Estevan Florial of the Yankees, Daz Cameron of the Detroit Tigers, followed by Ryan Castellani of the Colorado Rockies, Daniel Johnson of the Cleveland Guardians, Ke'Bryan Hayes of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Christian Javier of the Houston Astros, followed by Nate Pearson of the Blue Jays, Alex Baum of Philadelphia, Adonis Medina of the Phillies, Hyesung Kim of the Padres, Casey Mize of Detroit, Ryan Ruthers of the Padres, the Diamond Kings debut David Garcia of the Yanks, Jorge Mateo of the Padres, Edward Olivares of Kansas City, Alejandro Kirk of Toronto, Mickey Moniak of the Phillies, Joey Bart, Diamond Kings debut of the San Francisco Giants, Luis Patino of the Tampa Bay Rays, Zach McKinstry of the Dodgers, followed by Brent Rooker of the Twins, Andy Young of the Arizona Diamondbacks, a Sixto Sanchez Diamond Kings debut of the Miami Marlins, Spencer Howard of the Phillies, Keegan Aitken of the Baltimore Orioles, Trevor Rogers of Miami, Dalton Jeffries of Oakland, the Elegants, Christian Pache of Atlanta, and Clark Schmidt of the Yankees. And now on to our featured cards. First, we have our Ted Williams out of 49 of the Boston Red Sox, headed to Pat. Following that up, we have our portraits. We have the Deivi Garcia RC of the Yankees going to Jordan, the Plum portrait Joey Bart of the Giants to Matthew, and Luis Gonzalez of the White Sox headed to Brandon. Next up, we have the two artist palette, Casey Mize and Juan Soto, and then Albert Pujols. Casey Mize of Detroit heading to Matthew, Juan Soto of the Nationals to JD, and Albert Pujols of the Cardinals to Harry Hood. And last but not least, we have the Christian Pache out of 99 and the Dalton Jeffries out of 25. Nice hits there to wrap up. Christian Pache of the Atlanta Braves to Jordan, Dalton Jeffries of the Oakland Athletics headed to Harry. And with that, we are done with break 1158. We will be right back from BT Field. All right, we are back and ready for some XR football. A little two-box pick your team. And first, we've got some teams to auction off. The first is going to be the Green Bay Packers, starting the bidding at $10 in increments of $5. $10 from Matthew. Do we have 15? Do we have 15? Alrighty. Well, we'll start the countdown Matthew might get the Packers for a giant steal right here. 30 seconds on the clock. And every time there's a new bid, it will re-trigger a 15-second countdown. $15 from Chris. $20 from Matthew. All right, and we are going to be starting another 15-second countdown. Remember, we have to go 15 seconds, fill 15-second countdown without a bid, and that will the highest bid then will be remaining. Current high bid is 20 from Matthew. Alrighty, Matthew gets the Packers for $20. Matthew, you can pay right now or you can wait. We are doing the Jacksonville Jaguars. The bidding for them will begin at $5 in increments of 5 as well. $5 from Chris. Do we have 10? Or the Jags? We're going to start the countdown. 30 seconds on the clock. Remember, any new bids will trigger a 15-second countdown once the 30 seconds are up. 10 from Kenneth, which means we'll be running it back down. $15 seconds on the clock. Alrighty. Kenneth takes him for $10. All right, both of you know what to do. The link is in the chat to complete your payment. We have received the payment for the Packers. Kenneth, just get your payment over. In the meantime, folks, type beer in the chat. Beer in the chat will get you entered to win. Beer, 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 beer. Alrighty. John, can we get a 10-second countdown?
10. Excuse me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is GL.
GL. There we go with the win. And John will drop instructions in the chat. But let's see what we've got here. We have Clayton Keller, Thomas Chaba, Marc-Andre Fleury, Andres Bork, Vladislav Gorikov, Ryan Zinger, Paul Byron, and Carter Roney. Yeah, John, the Nightbot didn't show up in the chat.
Okay.
So can you type the winner's name in the chat and then the instructions, please? There we go, the winner of that giveaway. And with that, here we go. This is break 1159, the 2020 XR, the 2-boxer. 7 cards per pack, 2 packs per box. Alrighty. Neil Hunter of the Minnesota Vikings, followed by Derek Carr going to Christopher, followed by Derek Carr of the Raiders headed to Kyle. Then we have an out of 99 Michael Pittman Jr. RC of the Indianapolis Colts going to William, followed up by an out of 99 Odell Beckham Jr. Of the Cleveland Browns going to Harry. And then it looks like we have an exponential potential of the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's Devin Bush, the second out of 25, headed to Jake. And then we have Patrick Queen, RC of the Baltimore Ravens, going to Joe. And our memorabilia in this pack is going to be a LaMichael Perine out of 199, the rookie patch auto of the New York Jets, headed to Steven. Alrighty. On to our second pack in this box. Zeke Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys. We have a David Johnson of the Houston Texans out of 199, and that is going to be going to JD. Followed up by a Ben DiNucci RC out of 75 of the Cowboys to Nicholas. Matt Stafford out of 75 of the Detroit Lions headed to William. Then we have an Eno Benjamin RC of the Arizona Cardinals going to Harry. Eno Benjamin of the Cardinals. Our first memorabilia is going to be a rookie, and that's out of 75, and that is Clyde Edwards-Helaire with the Triple Threats rookie of the Kansas City Chiefs, headed to Trenton. Trenton, welcome to BreakTraders. There you go. And our second one is going to be a Luminous Endorsements out of 99. That is Laviscus Chenault RC of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Kenneth. Kenneth, there you go. I feel like you already got your money's worth. Alrighty, on to the third pack. This coming from box number 2. David Montgomery of the Chicago Bears, Tom Brady of the going to Cynthia, Tom Brady of the Buccaneers to Matt, Noah Ignabote of the Miami Dolphins, and that is going to be going to Mark right there, followed by a Clavon Chason out of 75 of the Jacksonville Jaguars to Kenneth, and then a Nate Stanley RC of the Minnesota Vikings going to Christopher. Welcome to BreakTraders, Christopher. And the first memorabilia of this box is going to be an Maximal Potential Materials. Sorry, Sterling Shepard out of 49 of the New York Giants, headed to JD. And then our second memorabilia is going to be a Buccaneer, and it is going to be a Luminous Endorsements Tyler Johnson RC of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, headed to Matt. A big target there for Tom Brady. Will be interesting to see if he takes another step this year. Alrighty. Here we go. We have Cam Newton of the New England Patriots, followed by Phillip Rivers of the Colts. A Marlon Davidson out of 249 of the Atlanta Falcons, headed to Harry RC, followed by a Phillip Rivers out of 249. Phillip Rivers out of 249. And that is of the Indianapolis Colts, headed to William. Followed by a Gilded Greats Steve Young of the San Francisco 49ers. And that is going to be going to Ryan. Going to Ryan right there. And then we have a Javon Kinlaw RC of the San Francisco 49ers, headed to Ryan as well. And then last but not least, our last memorabilia is going to be a Denzel Mims rookie patch auto of the New York Jets, heading to Steven. Steven getting a little wide receiver running back duo of the Jets. Alrighty, with that, we are done opening cards, so let's run down these rooks. We have Javon Kinlaw of the 49ers, a Marlon Davidson on a 249 of the Atlanta Falcons. That Javon Kinlaw of the 49ers to Ryan. This card going to Harry Hood. Nate Stanley of the Minnesota Vikings going to Christopher. Clavion Chason out of 75 of the Jaguars to Kenneth. Noah of the Miami Dolphins out of 199 going to Mark. Eno Benjamin of the Arizona Cardinals to Harry. Ben DiNucci out of 75 of the Dallas Cowboys to Nicholas. Patrick Queen of the Baltimore Ravens going to Joe. And then a Michael Pittman Jr. out of 99 of the Indianapolis Colts going to William. And now on to our featured cards. First, we have the Devin Bush II Exponential Potential 21 out of 25 of the Steelers, headed to Jake. Following that up, we've got Veteran Maximal Materials out of 49, Sterling Shepard of the New York Giants, heading to JD. And then we got some rookies. We have the Laviska Shenault Luminous Endorsements, the Tyler Johnson Luminous Endorsements, both out of 99, and then the Clyde Edwards-Helaire Triple Threats out of 75. The Laviska Shenault of the Jaguars to Kenneth, Clyde Edwards-Helaire of the Chiefs going to Trenton, and Tyler Johnson of the Buccaneers going to Matt. And last but not least, we have both of our rookie patch autos, and they're both New York Jets. Both going to Steven. We have Denzel Mims out of 199 and LaMichael Perrine out of 199. And with that, folks, that is the end of break 1159. That also brings about the end of our show. Thank you very much for being with us today. I hope to see you tomorrow night at 7:30 and 10:30. We got the dual shows going for you, East Coast, West Coast shows, and then again on Friday night at 7:30 and 10:30. In the meantime, go to our Instagram at BreakTraders and enter into our giveaway for the card random giveaway that we will be doing on Friday. Alrighty, folks, with that being said, thanks to John and Dan for being here and helping us out. And thank you to all of you at home watching us. Have a great day and happy breaking.